Are your Instagram posts actually bringing you bookings or just likes? Now, most photographers, they struggle with this, but I found a way to post on Instagram that books high-paying clients without ever having to talk to them on the phone. So in this video, I'm gonna show you the exact invisible posting system that I use to turn a quiet fee into a multiple six-figure photography business and how you can copy it today. By the way, as you're watching this, I put together a free one-page guide called the Invisible Post Checklist. It's the same framework I use before posting, so my feed brings clients and not just likes. To grab it, all you have to do is comment checklist below or scan this QR code on your screen right now and access the checklist so that you can start booking clients from your Instagram. Now, here's where most photographers actually go wrong, and it's not what you think. Instead of just telling you, let me show you how one woman actually turned her Instagram into a booking machine without ever having a website or even a storefront. Take Amara Kasim. She's the founder of Flower Shop, and in 2012, she didn't have a fancy bakery, just creativity and an iPhone and an Instagram account. She started posting photos of her colorful sprinkle-filled cakes on Instagram, and people loved them so much. But here's the wild part. There was no website, it wasn't no storefront, and not even an order button on her page. But instead, people just slid into her DMs and was just like, can I get a cake for my daughter's birthday, or how much for a cake next weekend? Because Amira replied personally and kept sharing new cakes on her feed, the orders just kept coming in. More people tagged her, more eyes landed on her page, and the cycle grew. Now, before long, even Beyonce was ordering cakes for Blue Ivy's birthday. No storefront, no website, just an Instagram post and DMs. See, when you make it easy for people to see what you do and they can talk to you directly, your Instagram becomes your storefront. You don't need anything fancy. You just need a feed that shows off your work in an inbox that's open for business. You see how this relates to your photography business? Amira did something differently. She didn't just post for the sake of it, she posted with a purpose. Her Instagram wasn't just a place to show off cakes, it was her entire business. No website, no phone calls, just a feed that made it easy for people to see exactly what she did and how to book her instantly. And that's the shift that you need to make as a photographer if you want to get bookings from Instagrams and not just likes. How do you actually make the shift? Well, it starts with building instant credibility, like the kind that makes people trust you enough to book you, oftentimes without ever having to speak to you on the phone until after they pay you. Now, here's credibility builder number one. You want to specialize and you want to show proof. So imagine that you wake up and you got the worst toothache of your life. You desperate. So you go and Google emergency dentist and you find two options. Option one, a licensed dentist with thousands of reviews who specialize in tooth extractions. Price, $1,000. Option two, you got a guy who washes dogs, grooms cats, and somewhere on his site he says that he does human teeth extraction. He ain't got no clear reviews, but his price is $200. Who you booking with? Now I'm gonna stop you right here because I hope you're smart. Of course you're gonna say the specialist, right? Because when something matters, people want the expert. They don't want the random person that does teeth extraction. It's the same thing with photography. If you are the I shoot everything photographer and someone wants a maternity shoot, they not picking the jack of all trades. They going straight to the one who specializes in making women look amazing and unforgettable for that special moment. That's the power of positioning and specializing. It makes people trust you faster, pay more, and choose you over everybody else. Now, how do you apply this? Well, here's what you want to do. You want to pick one clear problem for one type of person and make your entire Instagram page reflect that. If you want wedding clients, say it in your bio, show it in your photos, and make every single post on your page about that. And when someone who is getting married, they land on your page, they'll know instantly that you are the one. But here's the thing, credibility isn't just about what you say you do. It's also about answering those silent questions that's running through potential clients' minds as they scroll on your Instagram page. So that leads us to credibility builder number two. You got to answer their unspoken questions. Here's how that works. Imagine that you shopping for a used car, right? And you find one that looks great in the photos, but there's no info about the mileage, there's no details, there's no accident history, there's no video of it starting up, and there's no maintenance records. Even though it looks clean, you're probably going to scroll past it. Why is that? Well, because there are too many unanswered questions. People don't buy, they move on. Now, the same thing happens with your Instagram. When a potential client lands on your page, they're silently asking themselves, have they worked with someone like me before? Are they worth the price? Will I look good in their photos? If your posts, your stories, and your captions don't answer these questions as they scroll, they gonna bounce, no matter how good your pictures are. How do you fix this? Think back to the question that your past clients may have asked you before they even book with you, or ask your current clients what made them hesitate before actually saying yes. And then you turn those objections into posts that are on your Instagram page. For example, you can share before and after shots and show the results of a photo shoot that you did with someone. You can post testimonials from people just like your ideal clients and make stories that explain your process and your pricing. And when your content quietly knocks down every single objection that they have. People don't need convincing. They just need to know how they can book you. And to prove it, let me show you a real client of mine's and you can hear what she has to say.
So excited. I know I'm really calm, but I just didn't know what to expect. But I'm super excited about this. Like, it's like, I don't know. I have 2 children, but it's like, you know, like I'm carrying something. I'm just ready to give birth to this new project, new idea. So I'm super happy that I found you. I've already have been following you for a while because it must be in my algorithm. The commercials will come up from time to time. And so when I went back in to start looking to say like, how can I rebrand myself for this kind of lane? And I went to your page and that motorcycle video, it's just like, I don't know. It's amazing. I showed it to my mom. She was like, that's it. I don't know who he is, but that's the one. She was like, that's the one. I showed it to my husband. I was like, I want to show you something. Here's what I'm thinking about. I didn't want to tell him the price tag. And then I was just like, here's what I'm trying to do. And he was like, book it. I was like, but you didn't see the other people. He said, but this is the person. So I just wanted to also share that with you. And I did show him other people that I had looked at. There was a difference in pricing. He was like, this is the one you need for your brand.
See, clients like this ain't no mistake. There's a system behind this. There's a strategy that brings your dream client straight to your Instagram and turns total strangers into $1,000 or over $3,000 photo shoots, and it works month after month for me and my students. And that's how we've built a multiple 6-figure photography business year after year. You're like, well, how do I get people like this seeing me on Instagram every single day and excited to work with me? Well, here's how it works. First, you take your best Instagram posts, the ones that show off exactly what it is that you do, and you turn that post into an ad. Now you probably wonder like, well, Mike, why am I going to run ads? Because who else can you pay $5 a day? They'll talk about your business 24 hours, 7 days a week to strangers, and it'll actually turn into clients. I'll wait, nobody. See, with ads, you can put your work in front of the right people in your city who already are looking for what it is that you specialize in. If you shoot maternity, you can target expecting moms. You shoot branding, you can target small business owners. You shoot family photos, you can target local parents with kids under the age of 5. Now, instead of hoping that Instagram sends you the right audience organically, you can send the right people your post at the right time and they're gonna come to you. It's 10 times easier to turn people that don't know you into bookings when your page does all the heavy lifting for you. But there's one thing that separates photographers who have a few random inquiries from those that book $3,000 clients consistently. They know exactly which posts are actually working. Most photographers, they throw posts up as ads and they cross their fingers, but the pros, oh man, they track their numbers. They know exactly what's converting strangers into high-paying clients. Let me show you the simple math that turns Instagram from a guessing game into a predictable booking machine. To do that, we got to talk about a lemonade stand. So imagine that you run a lemonade stand. Out of every 100 people who walk by, maybe 50 stop and they look at your sign. And of those 50, 30 ask how much, and of those 30, 10 actually buy a cup. Each cup is $5 and your goal is to make $50 at the end of the day. Now, once you know these numbers, the game gets simple. It's just math. You just need to get 100 people to walk past your stand. What do? Well, you're gonna stop guessing. You make a better sign, you move your stand to a busier street, and you advertise where thirsty people are. And if your new spot only brings in 3 buyers, ain't no panic. You just check your numbers, you adjust, and you move again. Here's how this plays out on Instagram for your photography business. Your post, that's your sign. Your ad is how you get people to walk by, and your page is your stand. The content on your page, that's going to do the selling for you in your DMs. That's where people actually place their orders. Once you know how many views you need to get leads and how many leads turn into price requests and how many bookings you need to hit $10,000 in a month, it's going to all click for you. You get to stop overthinking, you stop doubting, and you just run the numbers. You test your posts and you scale what works. And when you combine these 3 things, Instagram is going to become your booking machine. It's going to start spitting out money like an ATM. Now look, I want to show you the one mistake that keeps 90% of photographers stuck under $10,000 a month using this method, even when they're doing everything else right. So to make sure this doesn't happen to you, you're going to want to watch this video right here.